auto repair. I come to save y'all money, help you to do it yourself in your own home. Hope this video can help you and bless you. Hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day. Alrighty, YouTube, what we got is a 1998 Mitsubishi Montero Sport. And what we're doing is we're gonna be changing out the injectors, the fuel injectors. And first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect this battery cable, and we're gonna take off this cover right here. 10 millimeter and 10 millimeter. And we'll be right back. Alrighty, I was able to take off those. Just one battery cable, which is the negative, and then also the cover is off, and that was the 10 millimeter. Some of them are 11 millimeter on the cable. This one's 11, this one was 10. Some cars are different. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take off these coil packs. What I did is I marked each one, number 5, number 2, number 1, number 4, number 3, number 6. And then I also marked the coil pack itself, the wires in the coil pack itself. If you can see that right there. I also marked the coil pack. There's numbers on there so I can put it back in the same place. So I don't have to look that up. It'll be a lot quicker. And then we're gonna take these off, and then we're gonna take these electrical connectors off, the clips. Just push down on here, pull back. Here, pull back. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 millimeters. We're gonna take those off and get those coil packs out the way. I'm gonna try to see if I can just keep them on the wire and just lay them here. It'll save us some time. And we're gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, then we're gonna take off. We got all those coil packs out the way. We're just gonna lay them right here. Then we're gonna take off this electrical connector here. I think that's the crankshaft or camshaft sensor. I'm not sure, I can't really see where it's going. It may be an O2 sensor. Alright, it's no problem. And then we're gonna take off both of these connectors. Just gonna push this in, push it in, and pull it up. Try your best not to pull by the electrical. Try to pull it from the hard plastic, because you can mess up the wiring. So just be careful with that also. And I like to mark like wires with, you know, either like a 1 line or a 2 line, and make sure, like, if I mark this here, let me see if I can get a little bit closer here. Yeah, this right here, I want to mark it. Let's see. Right here, 1 line, and then 1 line on here, so I can know where that one goes. Pick up my camera, and then we're gonna take that off. Gotta be more careful. We're just gonna take this here, take this hose off, turn a little bit to the left, to the right, just to break it loose, and then see if you can just pull it back just like that. Simple. Alrighty. Electrical connectors off. Get all this out of our way. Okay. That's good. That's good. Let's see. We have let's see here. Shall I take this one off? Yeah, I'm gonna take this one off. We have another one here. None of the connectors should be the same, so you don't have to really worry about which one goes where when you're done. They all fit differently except the coil packs. That's why we marked them. somebody taped this one here. So we'll just take this 12 millimeter, I believe, off. Yeah, 12 millimeter, and it goes to this. So we can push this electrical connector out the way. Take this and this bracket off. Okay. To pull this out, it goes to this. I have another one here. That's weird. They do it there. Try to take this one off right here, and then we'll be right back. Alrighty, I had to get off this little piece right. There was one connector on here, this one right here. Alrighty, so I was able to get this connector here off that we had a little problem with. This was a little small connector here. There's a little button right on the side. You just push that down and pull off pretty easy. The button was pretty dirty. You couldn't barely see it, but it's on there. Alrighty. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this air cover, and we're gonna take off this connector here, mass airflow connector. Just push that to the side, there's a button right on the back, push that down, pull off. Pretty simple. And let's see here. Yeah, we'll just take this off. Please clips, push them down, push them down. Alrighty. Take off this hose here. Like I said, you can mark these. I'm gonna put 1, 2, 1, 2 right behind those, so I can remember where that go. Just put this to the side, and then we got a 10 millimeter right here. We want to take this 10 millimeter off. And there's one more hose right in the back of this, right here. Just pull that straight out. You can take this off. And there was a hose right in here. You just pull it out of there. There's no clamps on it. Put that to the side. And then we're gonna move that. We're gonna move this intake out the way. Alrighty. We're gonna take off the cables to the intake. Just loosen this up with a 12 millimeter bolt. Pull it upward. Up in here, and then we're gonna sun this like beaming. Alrighty, perfect. And then you're gonna come here, pull this forward a little bit, and then but we're gonna pull the cable towards us a little bit. Like this. And let me get a little bit more room. Take this little 10 millimeter off right here. Swing this out the way so we can pull that forward. Now we're gonna pull forward. And then just lift this up out of here. I'm sorry, it's not, can't see that well. Let's see here, if I can go here. If I can get a little bit better leverage. That's not a biggie. Alright, and then we'll just go there. If we can just, we'll stop it right there and we'll see if we can push this through. If I can get this cable over. Let me see what that cable's hitting. And push this cable through that little pathway right there. There we go. Just push that out just like that. And we're gonna put this cable. Get it out of our way. Alrighty. Then we got a couple more things we need to take off. It's 10 millimeter right here. Let's see if y'all can see this. Yep. $10mm right here to get this little connector out the way. I believe that's the O2 sensor connector. It looks like the O2 sensor connector. Put that over to the side. Put this back in so we won't lose our bolts, our nuts, our bolt, our nut. All right, and then we're gonna take this bracket off right here. 12mm. Get this bracket out of the There you go. And I'll just put these back on here just like this. Just remember where those go. That bracket. So we can have access to that bolt there. I'm thinking we're gonna maybe take this on off. Move that out of our way also. Let's see. 12. Those two connectors we took off that bracket. Move that out of our way. If we need to, let me check. Look like we need to. Somebody didn't put that bolt back on there from last time. Whoever did the spark plugs. I guess they forgot to put that bolt back on there. So I don't think we really need to take this off. But I don't want it out my way. Yeah, it was a bolt down there. They didn't put that back. I gotta take this off anyway. That's funny. Alrighty, and we're getting somewhere. So, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take this intake off. The air intake. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4 12 millimeters. You got 4 12 millimeters, and you got a connector here. I may not need to take this connector off because I'm just lay this over here and get it out of our way. Thank God for power tools. On. Let's see that go all the way through. Brackets. And there we go. The only thing is to remember. All of them are the same size. We have to remember, because I heard it fall right now, and I'm gonna just grab it, that there is a gasket on the back of these intake. Just remember to put that back on.
Oh yeah.
And just remember to put these back on when you're putting it back on. Always remember that. Keep this right here. Let's see here. So, at the same time, I'm just checking also that whoever did the spark plugs, did they forget anything that's causing this misfire? Whoever did it before. Checking the wires. Just a hose cover that was just laying in here. We'll just put this to the side. We're not gonna need it. Keep that right there. So we're gonna come back around here. Like so. Alrighty. Let's see here. Okay. Let's take this one off over here. Put that back. Make sure everything goes back completely. right back. It's a 10 millimeter in the back. Let me get my step ladder. All right, I was able to get this. This is purge valve. Yep, purge valve. I was able to get this off. 2 bolts here, and it's 2 bolts, 2 10 millimeters at the bottom. I just used to get those ones at the bottom. There was only one on there, one was missing. So I just used a 10 millimeter long and just was able to get that off. And it's another 10 millimeter right here. Get this out the way. What I do is I like to put those bolts back on. Take them off. Let's get this second bolt out the way also.
Do you want something to drink, like a bottle of water or anything? I'm gonna go grab some
No, I'm
coffee.
good. Thank you. I have water.
Okay, cool. I'll be right back.
That was the customer. Take this, the purge valve. We're gonna get this out of our way. Just be careful that you don't break any of those hoses. They're very fragile. And then what I like to do is I'm gonna put my bolt back where I took it off. Just let it sit right there. That coffee. All right, it looks like we have a hose right here. Gonna take this hose off. Man, this ain't no joke getting to this. These spark plugs are intake or injectors on this one. This ain't no joke. You gotta take so much stuff off. It ain't hard work. It's just so much time consuming. You know. Taking off everything. Just put that to the side. We're almost there to take off this. And there's another hose here. Just pull that on off. That out your way, push it down. Always remember your coil pack numbers are on here also. also, I didn't even see that until right now, but they are on there. Perfect. Alrighty. I think we can go ahead and start getting ready to take this off. So we got 12 millimeters right here. Like I said before, man, I thank God, man, for creating a knowledge of building impact tools, giving us the ability to create. For real. Look like an EGR valve is missing over here. That's weird. Just don't need it. Alright. Sorry I'm in y'all way. I took 2 bolts off this bracket, 2 bolts off this bracket. Just sit them right here. Them brackets ain't moving. I'm about to move this first. Let's see if we're gonna miss anything over here. Don't look like it. I think we're almost there. Let me take this 10 millimeter off this negative wire. This ground wire, I mean. And we're just gonna put that right there. And then take this. Put this to the side. And put this back on. So you can remember where that goes. Alrighty. No problem. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and take this thing up and off. Always make sure you have a rag ready to cover those intake holes. So there's a bolt right here. We're gonna take off. I apologize for not able to give the best camera view because I have my camera on my tripod and because it's only me working today. My boys aren't with me today. School time. That wasn't in. Boys are in school. But I am hiring. If you live in Las Vegas or Henderson. Alrighty, we got that intake out. I'm gonna cover this up. These intake holes, you'll see those right on the top right there. We're gonna cover those up. We don't want nothing to fall up in there. Then you're gonna have an issue, an engine problem. So we're gonna cover that up. Get those out of our way. Okay, sorry I'm being in the way. So there we go. We cover that up. You know, this is our fuel rails. We're gonna be taking off, so we don't want to cover those up. So we're just gonna push it in between here, right there, there, and then there's our intake that we just took off. Let's see, can I get over here? Alrighty. This is our intake. So these two bolts here had to loosen that one, that one, that one, this one, this one, this one. That came off with that bracket that we already took off, but that one goes to keeps the holds the intake down also. This one was missing from whoever did the spark plug, and then this one here also. All right, and we was able to take that on off.